Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. I'm Marie and this is Weaving Fate Tarot and Divination. Welcome to day 17 of the 30-day reading challenge. I've got 3 cards here, which means pick a card. So we're going to do today's reading as a look ahead for the week that we're coming up on. So a week ahead reading. So what I've got here are the cards, and then also some crystals wanted to be a part of this reading today. I think to help guide you towards the right pile. So let's go ahead and start with pile 1. We have the Peacock, and it's Flourite crystal, the green Flourite. I'm hearing focus. focus. For pile 2, we have the Phoenix. And a tumbled piece of Lapis Lazuli. And for pile 3, the Hummingbird. I'm really being drawn to the rainbow, kind of like this prismatic effect around it. And the crystal for pile 3 is a little chunk of Chrysocolla, raw Chrysocolla. And I also wanted to pull a rune for each of the piles today. So pile 1, Spirit, could we get a rune for pile 1? And we have Nauthiz. For pile 2, we get a room for pile 2. We have Sowilo. Like the sun. And for pile 3, room for pile 3, we have Gebo. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and we'll get some charms also for each of the piles. So, pile 1, we have, let's see, the star, the feather, and that math notebook, arithmetic. That keeps popping up. It's definitely made quite an appearance in the past 2 weeks. All right, for pile 2, we have several here. We've got the shell, got some angel wings, starfish, a key, and the little mushroom house. So magical. I love that charm. Oh, I like how the wings are also very similar to what we're seeing on the Phoenix card. Can you see that? Let's see if I can get it right. There we go. And for pile 3, we have one of the lotus charms, the bee, horseshoe. I've got the hand here. What's it called? Hamsa? Is that the word? And then also the big heart. I feel like with this pile, like pile 3, words are kind of eluding me. That's interesting. All right, so here are our 3 piles. I'll have the timestamps below. Take your time, pause the video if you need to, pick your pile, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome pile 1 to your reading. You chose the pile with the Peacock, the star, the feather, and the math notebook, the slate, charms. We also have the Flourite crystal. And when I opened up the reading, I mentioned at the intro that I heard the word focus. Then the rune Nauthiz. And Nauthiz is, for me, we'll see how it plays into the context of the reading, but kind of like the need to deal with certain frustrations, that it's necessary to do so, And with the math kind of notebook coming in, I almost feel like this might be tied to some financial distress that you likely already know about, that you're going through. And then there's a bit of like this hopefulness coming in that if you focus on the issue, you'll be able to deal with it, and it'll bring in a bit more hopefulness. Not as much pessimism. I kind of feel like there's like this pessimistic quality to what's going on right now with that. But Spirit is asking you, during this next week, when that comes up, to just kind of focus on it, deal with it, get past it, and things will look up. Things will start looking up for you. It's kind of, it really feels like there is just this resistance from you of having to deal with some problems that need to be dealt with. And Spirit is just like, they're saying, just suck it up and take care of it. Focus, take care of it, be done with it, move on. That's really kind of the gist of what I'm getting. But let's see what else the week has in store. Let's get some other cards. That was just a channeled message at the start. So, Spirit, what can we look forward to for next week for pile 1? What can pile 1 look forward to next week? We have air magic. Part of this to me is, getting out of your head, getting out of some of the excuses that are being made. And this card is really, I actually pulled out the incense today. I don't know if you can see it in the video, to help clear that resistance. So you can call on Spirit to help you with that. You can do some things for yourself in your own life, like clearing the energy of a space, clearing certain frustrations and or ideas or blocks that are keeping you from moving forward. And I'm not saying these are significant blocks. These are just kind of like, I don't want to do it, or I don't want to deal with it. And Spirit is asking you to, if you'd like things to, you want to bring the light in, you want to bring the optimism in, you want to get out of that frustration, is to just go on and deal with that thing that you need to deal with. Let's see what else we have. What else can we look forward to next week? I feel like using the Peacock card is speaking to me now. And it's the feeling I'm getting after we've talked about, taking care of whatever needs to be taken care of, is that it's going to clear the way for you to feel really good about yourself, to be able to go out and not have a worry or a frustration on you. And it'll kind of change the energy of the week. So if you deal with it early on, deal with it because it's already there. I think this is something you already know about. So if you just, take care of it at the start of the week, the rest of it'll change the energy of the rest of the week. And I think the rest of the week's going to look pretty darn good for you. So what else can you give us, Spirit? What else would you like to share with pile 1 about their week ahead? We have Mountain Gorilla, Reverence, Contemplation, Community, and Inner Calm. And yeah, that's what I feel. You see with the fire, it's like, get motivated to get done the things that need to get done, you know, that whatever this issue is. And, you know, it's going to bring out a bit more of that inner calm. And also, I think it's going to motivate you to take care of some other things too that maybe you've had on the side, on the back burner, and it's going to taking care of that will motivate you to take care of other things, and you won't be running into that block when it comes to motivation to deal with what needs to be dealt with this week. What else would you like to share, Spirit? What else can we look forward to? Let's use some tea leaves. These have been fun. So, what can Pile 1 look forward to this week? What can Pile 1 look forward to? Well, that went flying. We have the money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. And I do feel like, again, clearing the thing that's in your mind that's blocking you from letting that in, from finding that, because it's, you know, what you seek is seeking you, and I think you're seeking abundance in your finances, and in that respect, if you can start working on clearing, I think there's like probably just, it's nothing big for you. That's what I'm getting from this. It's not a big block. It's just something having to do with motivation and taking care of the things that you need to take care of, you know, right away. You kind of just kicking the can down the road, and maybe kind of sit with yourself and see why are you doing that? You know, ask yourself, why am I doing that? Why am I not taking care of things right away? And you'll probably see that it's, you know, it's not a big deal. It's just a frustration or an obstacle to get over. That's, you know, you're stepping over it. You're not having to climb a mountain. That's the feeling here. Anything else you'd like to share about the next week? We have Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. And also Door, opportunities are waiting for you. So what I'm feeling is a lot of this is tied to this initial block that you're maybe running into. There's a door that you're gonna open, and it's an energetic door, but that energetic door is gonna open up some other doors for you in your external world, in your, you know, your everyday world. And, you know, if you're having a little bit of difficulty, I think that, you know, look for support in your friends, your friendships, and they'll likely be able to also maybe give you that pep talk that you need, or give you solutions to issues that you might have. Again, nothing big, but I do see time with friends this week. Time with friends, a change from frustration to like you're gonna be feeling like you're flaunting something. Like that's what the Peacock just keeps telling me. It's really gonna change how you're moving in the world. Like perhaps this issue has been making you kind of, I don't want to go out, I don't want to do anything, I just don't want to deal with it. But once you deal with it, that's gonna change completely, and you'll be out and about having fun, getting together with your friends, seeing what other things are open to you. And you're being very supported in this. Like your spirit team is there, willing, they're there to, you know, give you that extra oomph to take care of it. Let's go ahead and get a couple tarot cards. Anything else for pile 1 for the week ahead? I'm gonna finish up this reading after the tarot, and maybe one oracle. Let's see. We have the Two of Wands. Notice the colors here. So again, I'm feeling like it is just whatever this block is, it's in your mind. We have Temperance. Again, look at that beautiful color, but you're seeing some of the like this light coming through with the Temperance card, and that's kind of coming from this side of the reading, which is the side that is the change, right? Is that energetic change. Dealing with this is going to help you feel like your cup is full again. I think that whatever money issue this is that you're dealing with, financial issue, could be something else, but for most of you it feels like it's like bills, taking care of bills. But once that's dealt with, you're gonna be recognizing how much you do have. I think this is keeping you in this little bit of a kind of like a lack mindset, but you deal with that and you're like, oh, hey, that wasn't that big a deal, and look at everything that I have. And that's really part of this changing of your energy towards the rest of the week. Lastly, I have 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords. Yeah, you won't be feeling like this anymore. I think you feel like under pressure. That's the heaviness that's keeping you from dealing with whatever this thing is. But this I'm hearing is all this is in your mind. This is no longer a force that is actually acting on you. It's just a perception that you have, that once you clear it, once you spend some time with it, it's going to like dissipate. It's just going to dissipate, and you'll have another tool in your toolkit, I'm hearing, to deal with anything like this that pops up in the future. Let's get one more card. Is there anything else, Spirit, you want to share? 8 of Cups. Yep, you're going to be walking away from that. Complete change of current, complete change of energy. Let's get one final oracle. Let's see. Get one more of these. The Everyday Witch Oracle. I love these cards. And we have Fire Magic. That's funny. So we started off with Air Magic and we've got Fire Magic. This is the motivation. This is the spark. And once you clear this thing, this is going to be, you're going to feel this, and you'll be motivated to deal with a lot of other things. Other things in your life, like there won't, like, I feel like this is going to get the ball rolling for a lot of situations in your life, and that this is really going to be that spark that kind of sets the tone for not just this next week, but perhaps the rest of this season, I'm hearing. And granted, we're at the end of summer and coming into fall, but we still got a bit of summer left, so let's utilize that fire magic, my friend. And that is all I have for you today, pile 1. Yeah, I kept it I was trying to keep it under 10 minutes. That didn't happen because I love pulling cards and charms and crystals. Alrighty, if you enjoyed this reading, please give a like. I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. I really appreciate any subscriptions. Thanks to all of you who have subscribed already. Again, this is day 17, so we've got quite a bit more to go. I'd love to have you at the next reading. So have a wonderful week, a wonderful day, and wonderful rest of your weekend into the next week. I shall see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card with the Phoenix. And this is really drawing my attention. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it's like this has a bit of silver on here that's shining. It's reflective, that's shining. And then the charms here, the angel wings, the starfish, the shell, the key, the mushroom, the little mushroom house that I said makes me feel like it's quite magical, which is interesting because that's what I'm getting from from the Lapis Lazuli. Also the sparks of reflective, I don't know if you can see that, sparks of the reflective, like, I think it's pyrite in it. Looks like gold, right? That reflective quality. And then Sowilo, which is, you know, the rune of the sun, amongst other things, success, victory. But that's making me think of the sun. Obviously the phoenix is, you know, rising up, this light filled and quite magical. So what's coming up for the week ahead for you, pile 2? I do feel it's going to be kind of a magical week for you. The energy feels already light, bright, vibrant. But there is something that's going to be coming up this week, I feel, for you, where you're going to maybe revisit some old issues that may have caused you a lot of distress in the past, and you're going to realize how you've worked through it, how far you've come from it, and that's going to provide like this big boost of confidence to you. But let's go ahead and get a bit more cards to see what's in store. Can we get a little bit more spirit for pile 1? Pile 2 actually. What can pile 2 look forward to this week? Joy and delight, and that's exactly what that feels like. Even the colors are very similar. Just so much joy, fun, friendship, being out and about, getting into the sun, enjoying being in the sunlight, enjoying the end of summer here. And something just feels magical about this week. And a lot of it is going to be coming from this recognition and this recognition of how far you've come and this confidence that you have within you. Let's see, what else can you share with us, Spirit? What does the week hold for pile 2? What's coming for pile 2? The week ahead. We have the Gambler, loss, risks. Let's get one more from here. Now, it says loss, risk, and gambling, but I feel like this is tied to whatever that issue was that you worked through. And what I'm really seeing here are the cards and the dice, and it looks like crystals. And here, let me hold it up. All of this stuff in here, and that to me, if you just take this out, it makes me feel like a tarot reading. It makes me feel like something magical helped you through whatever issue this was in the past, and you're going to be reminded, or you're going to recognize the role that played in your life, in your healing, in your growth. And we have the Queen, determination and sacrifice, and that really is that confident feeling that I'm getting with this reading for the week ahead for you, where you're like, yeah, I'm the queen, I'm the boss. This is what I did. I'm proud of myself. Look at what I've accomplished. And that's what I feel from there. So that's coming. That's kind of the energy of the week for you. I'm gonna pull some tea leaves. We'll see if we can get some other that really wants to come out. What else, Spirit? What else can you tell us about the week ahead for pile 2? Anything specific? I felt like turning this over. Teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. I just think this is talking about friendship. Your friend group. For some of you, the community that has supported you through the issues that you're remembering this week, and recognizing that it no longer has any power over you, that you have pulled your power back and you are standing in your power. And there might be a bit of, like, I feel like 3 of Cups energy here, where you're celebrating with your friends. You're celebrating with your friends here. You're out and about, and you know, there is that feeling of joy, delight, vitality, of living life to its fullest. We have months of the year. I have February. And I'm wondering if this has something to do with what this is tying into whatever that thing was that you worked through. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August. It's August now. So 6 months. 6 months, 6 years. This is what I'm hearing, that was how long you've been working through something. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. And this is, you put your hand out, you ask spirit for help. There's a card here that's just lying, that fell out. Axe, forces working against you. So yeah, this is I think what you came out of. And I think that there is something that will happen this week, or a memory, or maybe it's an anniversary of something that's going to remind you of this difficult period. But that's going to help you realize how far you've come and how much you've healed, and the people that helped you along that way and supported you through that. That's the magic. I think that you're going to feel like it's where you're at now is so magical compared to where you were in the past. Let's see. What else can we get, Spirit? What would you like to share? I don't have any tarot cards out. Let's use this deck instead. All right. This is the Witch's Garden, I think. The Witch's Garden. It's one of my favorite decks. I love it. I love the artistry on it. And yeah, and here we go. 10 of Pentacles. And that's this. I think, we come back to this gambler card. I think that you took a gamble in dealing with this situation here, or you felt like it was a gamble, but you also, I think, felt guided to doing it, and that also plays into why it feels like such a magical outcome for you. So I'm going to put that there, and this is what you're recognizing. Again, look at the cloak. Like there's all these astrological symbols on there. Like I see Sagittarius. I think this is Gemini here. That is Scorpio. So there's you likely turn to something, and like got all of this, like the tarot, the crystals, the astro dice. That's what I'm seeing in that. And I feel like you perhaps turn to spirituality or something esoteric in order to get through this situation. And that might be what's kind of manifesting this week, is you're seeing the success that you've had with that, and that's why it feels so magical. I feel like you have a strong connection now to, it's funny, at the bottom of the deck is the Tower, which is, like it was your Tower moment that you overcame. 10 of Wands. I'm going to stop looking at those because I'll just keep going. But what was I saying? I don't remember. But, you get the gist of what I'm saying. Oh, you're very connected now. I think that's what all these little, earth, air, fire, right? The fire colors, water, like the elements are really coming through. Sowilo, fire. These elements are coming through, and I think you feel very supported this week in recognizing what helped you through your Tower moment. One more card, please, Spirit. What else can pile to expect in the week ahead? I know this is a very feel-good thing. For a moment there, I felt like it felt like some things will be thrown your way. Again, look, the cards, like the gamble, right? I feel like you might be revisiting in that respect. Like you might feel like, somebody's, I heard serving papers, but I don't think that's that's not really what Spirit meant. I mean, it could be, maybe for some of you, maybe you're dealing with, this is the legal issue that you've been dealing with, but you feel like you're in your power now and you can deal with it in a healthy, confident way. And I feel like it is going to be successful. I mean, we've got victory and success with the Sowilo and then the Phoenix, right? The Phoenix rising. Let's see what the cards are. 9 of Wands, 6 of Swords, and Strength. So perhaps partway through the week, there's a lot of joy, but you know, that revisiting this old issue. Don't be, Spirit is saying, don't be stressed about it. You are in a space now where you are able to deal very well in a confident manner with what is going on. There's something on the card here that's interesting. It's wax. You know, before your reading, I was having a very hard time getting the candle to stay lit. And I don't know, I was like, why? Why is this? Why is this? And I think it's the message coming through here is that you can't get rid of the past, right? You can't get rid of it. You can't make it disappear. What you do is you learn to live with it, right? You learn to live with the things that have happened in your life. And the focus, something that you can focus on when you perhaps might be feeling down this week about some of the things that happened in the past, is you focus on this growth. You focus on the victories and the successes and the growth and the joy that you've had and the prosperity and abundance that's coming in now because you dealt with this thing, because you took that gamble and you went ahead and you pursued the thing that you knew you needed to pursue. You did the thing you knew you needed to do. And that's going to be shown to you. Again, this week, you're going to be reminded how far you've come. So overall, I think it's going to be a great week. If, you know, if anything pops up, remember the strength that you had to get through things in the past, through this thing in the past, and honor that. Honor your strength, honor your resilience, honor the fact that you rose. You came back from whatever this thing was, and celebrate it. Again, I feel like that's real, this real 3 of Cups energy throughout here, where you know who supported you, you know who was there for you, and you know, honor that too, honor them also. All right, so that's what I have for you, pile 2. If you like the reading, please give it a like. Every subscription helps. Thanks to those who have already subscribed, and you know, the comments are great. I really enjoy hearing from all of you. And so again, this is day 17, so tomorrow I shall be back. If not tomorrow, it might be the next day. I do have some things I need to take care of this week myself, health-wise, so I might be out of office for a day or two, but then I'll be back and back at this. So have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Alrighty, bye-bye. Hey there, pile 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the pile with the Hummingbird card. And again, I want to point out this kind of prismatic light show. I don't know why those words came out around the bird. And then the charms were the horseshoe, the heart, the hamsa, the bumblebee or the bee, and this lotus. And then the crystal was the Chrysocolla. And in this context, I feel like it's really talking about communication. It's also talking about water. There's something watery about this, even though we've got the hummingbird, which is air, right? And then the rune is Gebo, which, let's see, for me, it's like it's an like energetic exchange, but in some instances, for me, it's also about portals and gateways. But I do feel like this has something to do with love. This may have something to do for some of you with marriage, luck in marriage, luck, protection of, you know, a situation. You know, the Hamsa was also it's very tied, I feel, to the feminine. So protecting what comes in is what I'm hearing. But again, this watery feeling, the, you know, the heart emotions, the lotus flower blooming. All right, but as I was taking care of the clearing the space, putting the cards away from pile 2, these cards flew out, and they flew onto they were flying out onto the hummingbird card because I had it stacked to the side here, as I was putting away the other cards. So I went ahead and pulled them. I'm pretty sure they have something to do with this reading. And then this deck here also wanted to make an appearance. So let's go ahead and see, what does the week hold? What does the week ahead hold for you? Let's see. So we have love. Yes, I did feel that, especially with the heart. Let's put that here. Love, and then I mentioned marriage, right? So we'll see. We have camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. We have bell, an announcement. Put these here. And the octopus. For some of you, perhaps there is a wedding this week. There is planning this week. There is a lot that you have to take care of. And I think it might be feeling a little overwhelming for you. Like, that's the busy bee right here. And the, you know, the wings of the hummingbird move so quickly. I feel like there's a lot that needs to happen this week. And it likely has to do within your relationships. I know we have a lot of different people watching this, but for all of you, this week is all about relationship. It's about the give and take of energy, love, emotional energy. I think that there's a little bit of fear that things might not go the way that you planned, or the way that you would like it to go. And like, you're kind of fearing a little bit of the outcome here. But what I'm feeling is that's a lot of, it's all good. Like, I don't feel anything going wrong. I don't feel like there's any significant issues that are gonna pop up. I mean, there might be some little ones, especially if you're planning a big event, or if you're, I think maybe even planning an announcement. That's an announcement, you know, like an engagement party or an engagement announcement, the wedding itself. I do feel like there's, you know, there's nothing to worry about here. So let's see, what else can you tell us about the week ahead, Spirit? Week ahead for pile 3, what else can you share with us? Move with grace, optimize light, inner and outer forgiveness. And I feel this a little bit too with, for those of you that were drawn to this pile, and it doesn't have to do with a wedding or an engagement. It might have to do with a relationship with a significant other. And it might have to do with some issues that you feel within that's occurring within the relationship, and I think that's what the, you know, persevere and you will overcome problems. So what I'm seeing with this is that it's not something that's gonna break, like make or break the relationship. I don't think that it's, if anything does come up, if anything comes to light this week, it's not something that you can't work through. Because look, we've got the love, we've got the protection, we've got the good luck, we've got the exchange of energy, we've got the rainbows, the light coming in, and there's a beauty in the energy here. And I feel like if that is something that's popping up for some of you, move through it with grace, that you will overcome this issue. And so let's get a few more cards here. What else can you share with us, Spirit? I'm going to use the, let's use this one. I can't remember. I think this is the Sacred Light Oracle. No, I think this is the Forest one. I can't remember the name of it. I'm sorry. I'll try and remember to put it into the description. All right. What else can you tell us for? And I think not remembering the name might be a clue for some of you. If you like, something has to do with, I heard that it's a clue to something, but I don't know what. So not remembering the name. Interesting. Again, let me reiterate, this feels very positive, all of it. So we have Pegasus transcending, and it's funny because that is the same picture that they chose to put on the back of this card, of the whole deck. And I feel like something is being, mirrored back to you this week. Love, magic, joy. And that's hence this, to move with grace. I feel like there is, for some of you that are, whether it's issues with creating your event, or something not going the way that you had hoped it would, or you had planned it would, or issues within a relationship. Look to how this is being mirrored back at you. And what do I mean by that, Spirit? What do we mean by that? To see how, I think that there's going to be someone else within the situation this week that will be acting in a way that you're going to be like, how can you be so calm? Or why are you not taking this seriously? And I think the message here from Spirit is to remind you that there are other ways of approaching what's happening, and for you to take a moment, find that peace, find that calm within you, right? This reminds me of the ocean. Take a moment to just find that peace and that calm, and realize that there are other ways of approaching this. Release the stress a little bit. Release some of the, I heard overwhelm. Release some of the overwhelm. Embrace this. Embrace that quality. If you're seeing somebody else that's dealing with issues with peace, patience, calm, and you're not feeling that, try and tune into that. Try and emulate what they're doing and see if that changes how you feel. And so where are you going with this, Spirit? What else can we expect for the week ahead for pile 3? I want to get these other tea leaves. I don't know. This is like the tea leaf pile. Everybody, everyone's spirit guides are like, they like tea leaves. Use the tea leaves. I think it's because there might be a lot of you that got drawn to this pile. And you're all looking for that message in this reading that's for you. And if the love thing the relationship thing, the event, wedding event, engagement event thing isn't resonating with you, or the relationship thing isn't resonating with you, this might not be for you, because this is all about love and relationship. That's what this week for this pile is about. We have coins, good gain, lump sum of money is coming your way, something good is about to enter your life. And this, I feel, has to do with Gebo, with that equal exchange of energy, with doing the work to receive. How does this fit into the whole love thing? I think this, tying back to this card here, and I will put it here because I think that it is recognizing, seeing in others, you know, seeing what's mirrored in others, something that you at first kind of balk at, and then you realize, you know, that actually is a good way of approaching it. And that's the good gain. It might not necessarily be money, unless, you know, you're marrying into money, or or you're getting a lot of gifts at your wedding or your event. But, you know, the good gain is I think more in the realm of transcendence, of like this personal emotional gain. I think there is a lot of joy coming in for most of you, even those here. I think that there's just a lesson to be learned about forgiveness, but that's going to go quickly, and then you're going to come out of it with a lot of joy. And that might take longer than a week, but this week will be a week of insight for you. All right, let's see what else, Spirit. I don't have any tarot out, so let's use this deck here. What else do you have for pile 3, Spirit, for this week, the week ahead? And here, some of your guides are kind of laughing. I'm like, the week ahead, and they're like, you know, timing. Timing. Some of these things go much longer than a week, have been going on longer than a week. But for this week, what can I get, Spirit? What can I get? We have the 8 of Pentacles. Yep, you're working on something. The Moon. So beware of, again, not seeing the whole picture, making judgments, significant judgments about behavior or outcomes without knowing all the facts, without seeing the whole picture. Beware of that. 5 of Swords, which is that feeling, right? The 8 of Swords, again, coming out of maybe a more I want to say constricted perspective. I'm having a hard time finding words today, and I'm not sure why. And it might have something to do with what's going on. I think that there is a lot of, you know, it feels like this very beautiful, loving, emotional energy coming up. But I think the mind, some of you may have come over from pile 2. The mind kind of, not pile 2, pile 1, I'm sorry. The mind kind of is trying to take control of the situation and not letting the heart speak. So let the heart speak. And that's kind of, you know, this is all about love. This is all about relationship. This is all about good gain in that department. And then we have the Hermit. So if you need to take some time out, take some time out. Take some time out, you know, center, ground center, come back to yourself, release the anxieties a bit. Find your peace, find your calm. If you're running up into something this week that is making you feel overwhelmed, or you're finding yourself being like overly anxious about certain events that are happening during the week, take time to sit with yourself, do a little bit of meditation, breathing, even if it's a few minutes where you excuse yourself, go to the restroom and take a few minutes to just, you know, take a breath, by yourself. Pull yourself back to center. Remember the reason why you're doing what you're doing this week, right? It should be joyous. Remember why you're in the relationship in the first place. It should be joyous. It should be love, right? It should be the feeling of love and joy that is bringing you to this point. So use that to protect against the anxieties. Use your own energy, that your own understanding of what, you know, why you're doing all of this, you know, why you're in the relationships in the first place, of the love between you, that exchange of love between you and the other. You know, bring yourself back to that, remember that, and then proceed. And so that's what I think this week is about for you, pile 3. It's the relationships, right? It's the relationships, it's the love. It's remembering why you're doing it in the first place. And that's what I have for you. I think it's going to be a beautiful week, as long as you can, you know, stay in that space, right? Of love, of remembering why, of feeling that love. That's important too, to feel it. When you feel overwhelmed, your mind's getting in the way, come back to that feeling. Come back to the feeling of your heart being open and feeling love for the person that you're in this relationship with. All right, pile 3. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week. It sounds exciting. It sounds like you've got a lot going on. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And if you enjoyed it, please give a like. If you'd like to subscribe, every subscription helps. And I do hope to see you in the next reading. Again, this is day 17, so I'll be back with day 18 soon. Alrighty, have a great week. Talk to you later. Sending you lots of love. Bye.